Okay, so we got hello and welcome to another episode of Unique Moments, where we take a moment to breathe, take a moment to pause, reconnecting mind, body, and spirit. And today I'm going to be talking about honesty and the power in being honest and being authentic when you're honest. The card we pulled for the episode is receive. And I like this because I like this energy. Being in a receptive energy. Now, sometimes, let me read the card. We are taught to give more, open more, share more, be more, but to receive takes courage. For receiving is a subtle subconscious act of admitting that we cannot do it all, and we can't. What if we were to realize the very art of giving is perfected in the craft of receiving? What if the secret to giving more is to allow yourself to fully, wholeheartedly, and unapologetically receive? And me and my friend, we like pulled a card for the year for 2026, and I'm pretty positive that was the card. I have to double check. But literally to give is to receive. And going back to the law of polarity, like you can't have one without the other. Like in order to give, someone has to be the receiver. And for some reason, like it is great to give. It's wonderful to give. Like it's beautiful. It's a charitable act. It's you feel good when you give, you help somebody else when you give, and it's kind of like a measure of like abundance or like a measure of I have, because you can't give what you don't have. And so giving is wonderful and is beautiful. We should never stop giving, but to receive, that energy of receiving, just like the energy of receiving, like giving feels very like masculine, like very doing. Let me go do this. Let me go give this, give more, give more, give more. And the receiving is the feminine. And that doesn't mean, well, I do think women are meant to receive and men are meant to give, but that's another conversation for another day. But I think that that receptive energy, that intuitive energy, that just let me just flow and let me just receive what life has for me. Let me just receive what God has for me is so powerful, because I think we can get caught up in the pride of it all, or like someone giving to me, like that means that I don't have or I can't do for myself, or I'm not capable, which is like, no, sometimes you're just meant to receive. And I think everyone's meant to receive and everyone's meant to give, but I think there's so much power in just being able to like let someone do for you, let someone give to you, let someone like just receive. We don't always have to be the one doing and giving and working and constantly like just doing the thing. Like we can just relax and receive. And I think when you're unable to receive, it like blocks the flow of things. It's like the energy of like when someone offers to pay for you for something, and whether you have the money to pay for it, whether you don't have the money to pay for it, it's like just say yes. I think we get so caught up in like what that makes me look like, or am I taking advantage, or if someone offers you something, and now there's a discerning piece, because some people are malicious and vindictive and manipulative, and their offering comes attached to something. So maybe that's also a thing, if people are like, nothing's free and people don't just give. But I think is like changing your perspective on that, changing your heart on that. Maybe some people, there are good people in the world. There are good people in the world who just love to do a good work, and those are the givers. And sometimes it's like you just have to know when it's your turn. Sometimes it's your turn to give, and sometimes it's your turn to receive. And the message in the episode is telling you to receive. So carry that with you. Whatever you're meant to receive, like receive it. Receive it unapologetically, receive it wholeheartedly, receive it gracefully, receive it like it's like with gratitude. Receive it with gratitude. Receive it with gratitude, because you deserve it. If something is entering into your field, if something is entering into your reality, if something is entering into your life, again, use the discernment, but it's here for you for a reason, I don't got to be so skeptical about things all the time. Like some things are just good and you could just have them. And that's a good way to live life. You probably will get a lot more things if you're just open to receiving things. and not receiving anything, because all energy is not good energy. All gifts are not good gifts. And again, with the discernment piece. And yeah, I like that to set the tone. Wholeheartedly and unapologetically receive. Okay. And then I wanted to talk about honesty. Mainly, I wanted to talk about this because, like, I don't know why it's hard for people to be honest, or I don't know why that's not everyone's first go to. Like, maybe you're lying to impress someone, maybe you're lying to get something, or to you're afraid of someone, you're afraid of what's going to happen, or you don't want to get in trouble, or you're fearful of something. Like, sure, maybe, but I think about it, and the root of it is like, the truth is the truth regardless of whether you tell the truth. It doesn't stop it from being true. Regardless of whether you choose to share that or not, does not stop it from being true. Truth is truth, and that's going to be there no matter what. No matter what, no matter how many lies you tell, no matter how you try to convince or brainwash yourself, the truth is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And it's funny that that's a quote. The truth shall set you free. Is that a tongue twister? The truth shall set you free. But it's also like the truth hurts. So which is it? And I think it can be both. But it's like, on some level, I think I have many thoughts about this. It's like, on some days, I feel like being an honest person, being a kind person, being a truthful person can be seen as a weakness, because people like take advantage of you, people exploit you, and no one's really honest in the world anyway about how they do anything, about, anything. And so I think when you are the person who is truthful and who is an honest person, it's like, it's noble and it's a little bit humble, but it's like not always respected. And I think that that's interesting, because like, I'm doing the right thing, and I'm not doing the right thing to get some accomplishment or to get something out of it. It's like, this is what it is. It's like, if you have to go out of your way to lie, like, lying is hard for me. Like, even telling an untrue, like, even like withholding information, which I think is a form of lying, but not really. Like, kind of, it can be, depending on the information, depending on your intentions for why you're withholding the information. It can be seen as a lie. Is it outright not telling the truth? No. But then again, you just get into these little sticky webs of things. Like, I think when you have to, like, even when you have to think about, like, I'm gonna lie about this thing, or I'm not gonna divulge the whole truth behind this thing, it's like, what's going on there? That'd be my thought. Like, what's going on there? What's going on to where you feel like you have to, like, distort the thing that is? Because what is will always be what is, no matter what, no matter what version of the story you tell. Truth is truth, and whatever happened, happened, and whatever is. But, like, what's going on with you that you have to fabricate the truth, or that you have to mix up the story a little bit, or exaggerate it a little bit, or not tell it exactly how it went? And then that just starts a whole cycle of, like, untruths. And I think it creates these, like, different worlds or different webs that you now have to, like, now you have to live in. Like, you're creating all of these separate, like, realities, essentially this one reality where the actual thing that happened, and then the reality where the version of the story that you told happened, and then the other person's belief about it. It's like, why so fractured? Why not just live in the thing, and honor the thing as it is? And if it goes unchecked, I think that could just be very detrimental. Like, for example, and I love my brother to death. Love him, love him, love him to death. But, like, he's like a chronic liar. Like, it just lies for no reason, and lies about everything. And it's like, I'll ask him something that I already know the answer to, that I already know the truth to. And it's not like I'm asking just to see if he'll lie. I'm genuinely asking the question. Like, for example, like, say he said he was going to go work out, and I'm like, "Oh, did you go work out today?" And, like, I have a feeling that he didn't. Like, I don't know that he did or didn't. I wasn't watching. I wasn't with him. But it's like, I just have a feeling. And like, he'll say, "Yeah, I did." And then it's like, I I I honestly can't. I don't have factual proof of you lying. And I think that's the other tricky thing with lying is like no one's going to know. And I think that's why people do it because it's like how is anyone going to know that I'm lying other than me? But it's like that's the only person that needs to know. You fool. That's the only person that needs to know. Like that's the only person that matters is you knowing that you're telling an untruth. But anyway, so say he says, "Yeah, I went to the gym today." And I'm like, "Oh, what did you work out?" And he'll just make something up. And granted, in one corner, maybe it's like that was what he was planning to do. That's what he was gonna do, but he just didn't do it. But it's like, what's going on with you to where you feel like you need to lie to me about something that you actually didn't do, or vice versa, where you feel like you need to lie about something that you did do? Like, what's going on there? Are you ashamed? Are you embarrassed? Are you afraid of being reprimanded? Are you afraid of a consequence of something that's going to happen if someone finds out that you did this thing or you didn't do this thing? Like that's what we need to eliminate because it's like it's just like fractured pieces of yourself. Like even with friends, like little things like lying to get out of going out or lying to get out of going a place because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Like just tell them if you can't be honest, then that's not your friend. Then that's not your friend. Maybe it's an acquaintance. Maybe you want to make a good first impression. And maybe these are very like taboo rules that like you just don't do. Like I understand there's like social things. There's just like social things that people abide by that it's like it's rude to do or it's just like not kind. But at the heart of it is like I think if you love someone and if you like someone and if you care about someone and you say that you're their friend, it's like honesty is the least that you can do. Cause it's like, if I tell you, "Oh, I don't wanna go to the movies anymore because something came up, I have a work thing," and I'm just gonna lay in my bed and bed rot and doom scroll because I didn't wanna go to the movies anyway, it's like, is that mean? No. Is it a lie? Yes. Am I protecting my friend? Questionable. Questionable. I think what would make the friendship bond stronger, even if it was just a test, is to be honest. Yeah, I know I said, and this is what I do. And like Loki, I know why my friends get mad at me sometimes, but it's like I'm not gonna lie at the expense of myself. I'm not gonna tell an untruth because I want you to feel better because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, what is that saying about me? What is that saying about my feelings? Like, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I know I said I wanted to go to the movies, but now I just want to lay in my bed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, is that me being a poor friend? Maybe. Or is that me being authentic and honoring who I am and my moods? And everything is not about a mood and you can't always go off of emotion. And sometimes you do have to show up when you don't want to show up and you just have to do the thing. That's life. Yes, but I'm saying more often than not, I think we need to start honoring ourselves and honoring where we're at and what we want to do and what we don't want to do and stop saying yes to things that we want to say no to and start saying no to the things that we want to say yes to or vice versa. Stop saying yes to the things that we want to say no to and start saying no to the things that we feel like we just should say yes to. Like, oh, everyone's going to be there. Yeah, I'm going to go too, even though I don't want to go, even though I don't like the people that are going to be there, even though I don't want to be in that energy. And and that's why I be in the house because it's like, I'm sorry. Like, I think I've gotten to the point where it's like, I just, like a lie feels like a betrayal to me. And when we take it out of the context of like little white lies or lying for things that don't have consequences in every other context, it's a betrayal. If you lie to your significant other, it feels like a betrayal. Why are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me? If you're lying to your parent, again, time and a place, we've all done it, I'm sure, and you had your reasons and I had my reasons, but it's like, it's kind of a betrayal. It's a betrayal of my trust. It's disrespectful for what you think my capacity is and what I can handle and what I'm capable of knowing and what I'm not capable of knowing. That's another reason why I don't like it because it's like, who are you to decide what version of the truth that I get? Who are you? And that's not to say everyone needs to know every little piece and part of your business. Everyone doesn't need to know your business, but it's like if you have someone in your life, a friend, family member, significant other, a mentor, someone that you trust, someone that you have an authentic relationship with. It's not just small talk. It's not an acquaintance. It's not a coworker. Like someone who like they know you. They know you for real. They know your real life. Why would I deny you like the respect of giving you the truth? Like if anything, I'm going to be honest with you so then you can make your own decision for how you want this to play out. Like with the friend example, like if I just tell you, oh, I have a work thing because I want to save face and because I don't want to look flaky and because I don't want you to hate me and I don't want you to this negative mark on our friendship, it's like, yeah, in the short term, like, sure, you got to win. But in the long term, you would never know the true character of that friend. You will never know if they really love you for real, if they really like you. I'm not saying that, like, again, you don't need to like honesty everywhere. There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place. But it's like when you purposely, intentionally make up a different story than the truth and choose to tell that story, it's like so disrespectful to me. It's like, wow, you're actually like robbing me of my choice to make an accurate decision and an accurate determination of your character and who you are. Like, what if I don't care? Okay, like I'm totally understanding. I'm totally understanding of that. You wanted to stay home? Cool. Like you wanted to go and now you don't? Cool. Those are my type of people. Like those are my type of people, not the people who are gonna get mad or who are gonna hold it against me or whatever. It's like everyone is a different way and however you show up is how you show up. But I think we just need more honesty and more honesty to like really see who people are really see who people are. And again, when you're first meeting people and you have new, like, you don't wanna, but it's like if you're living an honest life already, if you're living an honest life already, you shouldn't have much to lie about. Cause like, why are you lying? And like, why are you lying and telling half truths and just like not giving me the full story? Like, what do you have going on? What kind of shady dealings? What kind of low vibrational activity? Like, what are you on? What are you really on? And I think that's what like the discernment comes in. Like anytime, and again, the trick with lying is that you can't prove it. But when you have a strong intuition, when you have a strong intuition and when you practice honesty in your life and when you practice discerning in your life, it's very easy to tell the vibration of the truth and the vibration of an untruth if you're really, really discerning. And so it's like, oh yeah, they're not gonna know, or oh yeah, I just said lied and said I was here lying. We know. Like it's not even worth addressing because it's like you have something going on within you, within your psyche, within your consciousness that it's like you feel unsafe in the truth. And that's dangerous because it trickles down into other areas of your life. Cause lying is scary, especially if it's a lie you have to like perpetuate and like keep up. Like like for example, I got fired from a job one time and it was like I just couldn't tell my mom. And I don't know why, because whether I told her or not, it didn't negate the fact that I actually still was fired. And so I was like pretending like I was going to work for like weeks, like weeks after I had gotten fired. And it was so exhausting and so hard to keep up with. And like I had to pretend like I was here and I couldn't like do this at a certain time and I couldn't do this at a certain time. And I had to fake this was my day. And it's like it's so much work. A lie that you have to like keep perpetuating and like keep going. Like people who have affairs, like I don't know how you do that. And it's like, it's scary because the only reason that they can do that is because the lie has penetrated so deep, like Inception, the lie has penetrated so deep that now they think that's the truth. That now they think that's the truth. And that's why gaslighting is so scary and so tricky because one person's truth, one person's truth may not be what someone else sees as true. And that's why it's scary because it's like, and gaslighting is another topic for another day, but it's scary because the person who is being gaslit actually feels how they feel. And the person who is doing the gaslighting has convinced themselves that what they're doing is not wrong, that what they're doing is okay. So it's like they genuinely believe that nothing's wrong. And that's why it's like it's so tricky because it's like That's another point for another day. But when you continue to like not be truthful and not be honest and allow, I don't call them lies. I don't know why lie is a bad word. Something's coming up for me right now. And it's like I was growing up, like we couldn't say lie, like liar, calling someone a liar in my house was like a bad word. Like I just cuss because I said somebody lied or I'm lying. And like, I'm thinking about that. And why is that? Why is that? And I don't have the answer because I want to ask my mom. Because it's like when you're a child, you don't question things. Like we weren't allowed to say shut up. I wasn't allowed to say lie. Like I had to say like make up a story or told a story. Why is that? Why is that? And what I'm wondering is because it's a bad thing. Like if me being told as a child that I'm saying calling someone a liar is similar to saying a bad word, that's like I'm committing a sin. Like something, I don't want to use that word, but it's like horrible. Horrible. Like why was my mom trying to instill me that lying is just so bad? And subconsciously, and maybe that's why I believe this now. Maybe that's why I believe this now. Maybe that's the only reason. But I just do. There's just something in being honest. That's really crazy because the mic was on mute and I don't know for how long. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. I actually don't like that feature at all. I don't know how long this was on mute and I don't know where I was. That's crazy. The last thing I was talking about was being honest with self. Honesty is good for being honest with other people, but honestly being honest with self. I'm freaking out because I don't know. I don't know where that stopped. But none of this work gets done. Healing your mind, healing your body, healing your spirit, reconnecting the parts, getting back to self. None of it is any good if you are not able to be honest with yourself, if you're not able to just be honest. If you're not where you want to be, if you're not losing the weight, if you're not accomplishing something, like maybe there's a lot of different factors for why it's not happening, but it's like you have to be honest and like really look at the picture instead of just like bypassing, instead of just pretending like, you know, because it's like we all have goals, we all have things that we want to accomplish. And sometimes the reason that you're not there is just time. You just need more time. You need to learn some more things. You need to experience some more life. You need to just be in the energy a little bit more. But sometimes there's something that we're missing, something that we're not seeing, something that we're not telling ourselves, or something that we're not getting to. And if you walk around being untruthful, when it's time to get truthful, when it's time to get serious, it's going to be very difficult. Not impossible, but it's going to be very difficult to reach that center of truth within you. And I think when you get to a certain point, it's like lying just feels bad in my body. Like I've been too honest to a fault. Honest to a fault. So where it's like, and that's the truth hurts piece, cuz it's like if I love you and I wronged you, and I'm talking about me specifically to myself, some people will take it to their grave, and maybe in a psychological way, you think you're doing the most noble thing by protecting that person because the truth will really crush them. I feel two ways about this because it could be selfish to tell someone something if it only frees you of your guilt and if it only frees you of your burdens. But at the same time, to hold it in and to take it to your grave, it's like the truth will always come out. The truth always comes to the light. The truth always comes to the light. The longer you suppress it is like the more it's going to hurt. So I think it's like honesty is the best policy out the gate. But I think I understand where people are coming from when it's like, I'm going to hide this, or I'm just not going to divulge this information because I know it would crush them. I know it would hurt them more than the truth would benefit them. I think I disagree with that though, because I think at the end of the day, yeah, ignorance is bliss, and maybe you being in that blissful state and being happy is all that matters, and maybe I just want to see you happy. But if I really love you, if I really care about you, because this is all about evolution, like personal evolution, personal growth, soul evolution. And so it's like you only grow when you're given things that cause you to expand. So if and and I've been told this from people, and this was not my intention, but like my honesty and telling people things like shattered an illusion, shattered a reality that they were living in. And like on the one hand, was that destructive? Maybe. Maybe. But it made them stronger. It made them a better person. Was that my intention? Am I going to lie to you and hurt your feelings and destroy your life because I want you to be a better person? No, but that's how growth works. That's how evolution works. People come into your life to help you grow in one area or another. And it's like, if I'm just protecting you and la 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 and keeping you in delusion and confusion and thinking that everything's okay, but meanwhile I'm over here lying to you and you have no idea, and I think this is the best policy because your ignorance is bliss and you're living a happy life, like that is not helping that person grow at all. At all. Sometimes you have to go through the sadness, you have to go through the fire, you have to go through the depression, you have to feel it all to come out better on the other side, to know that, oh, I am strong enough to handle that. I am strong enough to handle that betrayal that someone did to me, that wrong that someone did to me, that backstabbing that someone did to me. And it's like, it does not feel good to go through these things. And I don't think everyone should have to go through something like that to evolve. But I do think sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it is very necessary. And if anything, it's necessary to show you that the world is not nice. The world is not nice. And that's why when you meet people who are nice and who are kind and who are gracious and who do hold you in high respect and high regard and allow you the courtesy of not lying to you, of telling you the truth, of being forthcoming, of being honest, that is a gift that you cherish and that you recognize and that you carry with you. That's all I have for this episode. We will see. We will see how much of it we got. And until next time.